Hey hookers, welcome back to Inspired by a Smile. My name is Christy and today I'm going to show you how to make a cute pair of micro crochet rubber ducky earrings. I made a bigger size. I wanted to make earrings now. Look how cute it is. So in order to make these, you're going to need a 2mm hook or smaller if you want them smaller. You'll need some embroidery floss or thread. I have a bunch of embroidery floss here and earring hooks. So if you have all that, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start on the body first. So grab your color of your choice for your duck and you're going to chain 4 and join the end with a slip stitch. Now this is my way of doing the magic circle. I don't do the traditional one. So if you want to do the magic circle for whenever I do this, go ahead. That's up to you. So I joined it at the end with a slip stitch and did a chain. Now I'm going right into the circle and I'm going to do 10 half double crochet in total, crocheting over the little piece of thread at the end so we can pull it tight at the end. So again, I'm doing 10 half double crochet in total in there. While I'm doing that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching my videos so far. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. You don't want to miss any, whether it's promotional, fun, advice or tips or just whatever. I post all kinds of crochet content as well and fun stuff too. So it's all on here. Make sure your notifications are on, like I said. And if you are watching, I usually post these to Facebook after. Make sure you're following my Facebook page if that's where you're watching from or want to watch from there. And you'll see when I post my videos on there. It's usually a little bit more delayed on there. I do them on YouTube first. And if you want to follow me on any of my other social accounts, they're all linked at the top of my YouTube channel. And they're also on my Facebook page under my profile picture. I like to be accessible to you guys in case you have questions about my tutorials. You want to give me tutorial requests, which I love to hear because those are some of my favorite and popular tutorials. Or if you want to just send me a picture of your finished project from one of my videos, I love seeing those too, and I want you to be able to share or ask on any platform, so I'm on basically all of them. Okay, so we're at the beginning. I just did 2 half double crochet in the first stitch. Now I'm just going to stick my stitch marker in there. And I'm just going to leave it there. If you need to move it along, go for it. So now you're just going to do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. And then you want to do 2 in the same stitch. So 2, 1, 2 half double crochet all the way around to the beginning of the row. So just keep going just like that. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You'll end on 2 at the end in the stitch marker where the hole is, where the stitch marker is. So just keep going. Alright, so we have to start forming the tail. So you're going to make it a little bit different at the beginning here for this row, or round, sorry. So you want to do a double crochet in this stitch, and then a triple crochet in the next one. And then go over in the next stitch, you want to do a triple crochet. Now this is where we're going to start forming the tail. And and then do a chain, and then in the same stitch do another triple crochet. And then in the next stitch you want to do a triple crochet, just one. And then in the next stitch you want to do a double crochet. So now, just gotta fix my thread. So now you're gonna continue almost to the end with half double crochet. You'll actually stop the last two stitches before the end where the tail is. I'll show you in a second. You'll need to stop with the half double crochet there. It's okay if you go a little too far, you can. I'll show you what you're gonna do at the end of this row. But yeah, for now you're gonna do half double crochet until you get there. So see where the tail part is, the two in one stitch, you want to stop, you want to leave those two stitches beside it. Alright, gotta show you how to start this row now. See, there's the tail part again where the two stitches are. You left these two empty. So now you're going to do a double crochet in the next two stitches. And then in the tail part you want to do a double crochet. Do a chain. And in the same stitch you want to do another double crochet. That just seemed a bit weird to me for a sec, so I'm just fixing it. So another double crochet in the same stitch. If you haven't already, guys, please make sure you like the video. It really helps keep it in the algorithm. I really appreciate it. So in the next two stitches you want to do a double crochet. There we go. Now you're gonna just do half double crochet in each stitch all the way to the beginning almost. Again, you're gonna leave two stitches at the end again. And I'll show you what to do there in a second. Alright, we're at the beginning of that row again. So this time you're going to do decreases for this row. So the last two stitches, that's what you're going to do before the tail. So you want to start a half double crochet, but then not finish it. Go in the second stitch, just you go through the one time and then do that. You just bring them all together. And I'll show you how to do that again before we continue. So now you're just going to do a half double crochet in the tail, a chain, and then one more half double crochet in the same stitch. Now again you're going to decrease, so go in like you're doing a half double crochet in the first stitch, don't finish it, and then go into the second stitch, go through once, and then finish it up, bring it all together. I gotta add some more yellow before we continue. So I'm actually just going to knot it, and then because I'm going to be turning the piece inside out after, it's not a huge deal, it'll just go inside the duck. Alright, so now you want to do a half double crochet in the next two stitches. And then a decrease. So again, you're going to go in, start a half double crochet, but don't finish it. Go in the second stitch, and there you go, you pull it all together. So you want to repeat that all the way around. You do a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches and a decrease, and you do that almost to the end. You got to leave 3 stitches at the end this time. Awesome. So now the last decrease ends just before those last 3 stitches. So this is like a partial row, just to finish it off. So you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches before the tail. And then you want to do, in the tail you want to do a half double crochet, a chain, and then half double crochet in the same stitch. Awesome. And then a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. I haven't mentioned it yet either, guys. If you'd like to subscribe to my Facebook page, it's only 99 cents Canadian and $1.29, I believe, US a month. It helps. It helps anyways. Or my Patreon, you can sign up to that. It's $3 a month though. So if you'd like to go on Facebook, it's cheaper, and I would rather gain subscribers there anyway. But if you'd want to sign up to either one of those, that's awesome. Or if you want to donate a one-time donation to my PayPal, that's also appreciated. So after those 3 stitches, all I did was skip a stitch, and then I did a slip stitch in the one after, and leave this thread long enough so that you can sew the tail. I'm going to show you how to make the tail after. So you have to make sure that piece of thread is actually long enough to do that. So now you can take out your stitch marker and turn the body inside out. Awesome. And you can see where the tail is going to be. It all comes together as you go, and it just looks so cute after. Awesome job so far. Alright, so I got my needle here, and I'm just gonna go on the inside of the body a little bit here I'm gonna go on the inside stitch and go up a couple stitches just so I can get a little bit closer to where I want to be. You need that hole wide enough where we're going to stuff and put the head. So now you're going to go in, I'm just going on the inside of the stitch so far at the top. So again, you want to leave that hole wide enough because you're going to be stuffing it. The hole size I have is actually perfect. The head is going to go right over it too. Again, you can make these either smaller or bigger just by simply changing the hook size. I actually was on Google checking to see where I had to put the hook, and I seen some pretty big duck earrings, so mine are actually smaller than some that I saw on Google. It was insane, and I thought mine were going to be big. Awesome. Again, guys, if you can, I appreciate it. Go like the video, and if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel with notifications on. If you're watching from Facebook, make sure you're following my page. You'll catch all my videos that I upload, or just promotional stuff or fun stuff. And again, if you do have tutorial requests, I love hearing it. I usually end up making them. And if you have any questions for me at all, don't be afraid to reach out. I'm not one of those people that post a video and they get mad if you try to ask for help or ignore you. I will answer any of your questions you have. And if you do happen to have pictures of your finished projects out of from my videos, I love seeing those too. People have sent me them before, and it's just awesome seeing what you guys do with my tutorial, especially when you add your own special twist to it. It's always the best. Alright, so I just fastened off on the inside of the body, as you can see. Now we can move on to the wings. Alright, we got a cute little wing here. That's my first one, so I'll make the second one right now. So this is pretty basic and quick. You just need to do a chain of 5. If you guys do want to make a full-size rubber duck also, I have that on my channel as well. Okay, so I grabbed the chain, did one more chain, and I'm going in the second from the hook. And we're going to do a triple crochet in the back bumps only of the chain. That's how I'm working it. Also, the duck tutorial is in the same playlist as this. It'll be in the my embroidery floss playlist. Okay, so in the next stitch you want to do a double crochet. The one after that you're going to do a half double crochet. And then in the next one you want to do a single crochet. And in the last stitch you want to just do a slip stitch. So triple, double, half, single, and then slip stitch all the way down in the back bumps only of the chain for a much nicer, cleaner look. Here, see? So you gotta look at it before I do the edge. Alright, so we're gonna get that little bugger to go back there. Don't do this. I don't know why I went through there first. I'm about to fix it. There we go. So I just gotta do a chain here, and then we'll get that little bugger back. There we go. So we're just doing an edge around the wing. I'll show you how to start it, and then the end is different, which you'll see in a second. So single crochet edge all the way around the wing. I'm just trying to go in the top stitches only. So again, you're doing a single crochet edge, one in each stitch all the way around to the beginning. And I'll show you what to do at the tip. Alright, so we went all the way around. So now I just got to show you what to do here. Then we can move on. So right in the tip where the slip stitch is, you want to do a single crochet, a chain, and then in the same stitch you're going to do another single crochet. Now just go over and do a slip stitch, and then you got to leave a long enough tail to sew the wing on to the body. And again, make 2 wings in total. Awesome. And there's my second wing. Looking good. On to the next piece. Alright, awesome. So now we're doing the head. So I'm going to chain 4 and join at the end with a slip stitch again to make the circle. Again, if you want to make it the proper way, go for it. I just never have, probably never will. I love doing it this way. So just after that, you want to do a chain, and you're going to do 10 half double crochet into the circle. Again, make sure you crochet over the little piece of thread. So again, that's 10 half double crochet into the circle. I really do appreciate everyone who watches my videos. I love seeing my views go up and seeing that people like making them. It really is awesome. These little ducks are so much fun to make too, whether you make them this size or the actual rubber duck size. They're pretty fun. And if you haven't seen already in any of my other videos, I've been ducking Jeeps with the full-size ones. It's been fun so far, something extra to do while we go out on our e-bikes. And so far I've given out, I don't know how many, but I'll probably do a few more before summer's over. Alright, so we're at the beginning of the row, and you're just going to do 1 half double crochet into the stitch, just one. There's no increase rows on the head. So you want to put your stitch marker here. Again, move it if you need to. I'm going to leave it right here. So I just can tell where the rows end. So now you're going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch, and in total you're going to have 3 rows like this, including this one. So again, 1 half double crochet each stitch, and again 3 rows total for the head. It's just a little one. Let's just keep going. Alright, so I've got 3 rows here. I'm going to skip a stitch and do a slip stitch in the next one. Now leave this long enough because you want to sew this onto the body, and I go around twice, so make sure you have enough thread on there. So you can fasten that off, take the stitch marker out, and turn the head inside out. Oh, I think all this heat is making me tired, guys. Awesome job. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to make the other piece to the bill. So you will have to make 2, unless you just want a single one on there, but I like the look of it with 2. So this is pretty easy. You're just going to chain 3. Oh, I apologize if you can hear that music. That's a vehicle outside. So grab the chain, do 1 more chain, and in the second chain from the hook, you're going to do a single crochet. And then in the next stitch, you want to do a double crochet. And then in the last stitch you want to do a single crochet again. There we go. So for this, make sure you do leave the tail long enough. I don't know why I'm trying to do that either. I think the heat was getting to me tonight, doing things that I'm not supposed to with my pieces. Alright, so you don't have to do anything after you do that last stitch. Now leave it long enough because you do have to sew it to the face, and again, make sure you make 2. So I'm just gonna tie this off now. Awesome. So little compared to the other ducks that I've made, but so awesome. There we go. The bill is done. Alright, so we're gonna sew on the wing. I already sewed one on, so here's what it looks like. So I'll show you how to sew on the other one. You'll definitely have to sew both of yours on, but once you get one on, it's easier to actually see where to line them up. That's the one good thing too about it being so small. It was a lot easier to do that as well. So right now I'm going in the back of the wing, and I'm going to tuck that little piece of thread in underneath in the back of the stitches. Carefully snip that. There we go. Awesome. So I'm just going to thread this. And I'll show you how to start sewing it on. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I'll just do a few stitches to make sure you see what I'm doing. So I already do have the other one on, so I'm going to make sure I line it up with it. Again, it's real simple because it's such a small duck. And easy to hold as well if you don't want to use pins. So I'm just going to go in and out through the edge of the wing, basically where the trim is. And you want to sew it down tight enough. Awesome. I'll just keep holding it down. You can, once you get a few stitches in there, it's also a little easier to move around and manipulate it, make sure it's in the right spot. It doesn't have to be totally perfect, but if you can, the better you line it up, obviously, the better it looks. And go to as close to the edge as possible to help blend it in a little bit. So just keep going all the way around to the beginning. Alright, I'm going to show you how to fasten this off. Again, guys, if you haven't already, it would be appreciated if you can go like the video so that it keeps in the algorithm and more people will see it. So I'm just going on the inside of the duck and fastening it off. I went through twice right underneath the wing. There we go, snip that. It's looking so cute. The body just keeps forming as we go. There we go. Awesome. It's so little. Alright, so I am going to show you how to put the bill on. I'm going to show you how to put one piece on and then sew the other one on. It's the same. I do apologize, it goes blurry for a minute and some. Up until about 1 minute and 40 seconds for my clip. I don't know about where we are in the video, but if you want to skip ahead a little bit, you can. It's only a bit blurry at the beginning where I'm not really doing anything. But all I did was I went on the back of the piece and tucked in that little piece of thread. Luckily I wasn't really doing anything too important while it's blurry. I was going to cut this out, but I forgot at the beginning I was hiding that little piece of thread, so just bear with it for a second, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been a long time since it actually has done this to me. I had a break to eat supper and then came back and the camera started just acting up on me. I wasn't even hitting it, I don't think. It's just decided to be sensitive all on its own. So right now I'm just placing the bill, making sure it's lined up. I am using the thread that I need to sew with as a guideline. That's the back of the head. There we go. I'm adjusting the camera now, guys. So sorry about that. So I've got the bill lined up. I'm going into the head first so that it stays in place. So now I'm just going to sew in the top stitches and then I'm going to go back over it. So I'm just going to get the needle back through. It's so little, it's pretty easy and quick to get on there. Again, I guess you could use pins if you want to. I'm just stubborn, I never use them. Once you get a stitch or two on there, you don't really, it holds in place, right? So I'm not sure it would even be okay or if it would work very well to use pins on this anyway. It's pretty small. Alright, so just going through the side, making sure it's actually on really good. The side here was kind of lifting up, so I'm going to go through the end. And now I'm going to go through the inside underneath that piece of the bill. Just got to fix my thread. Again, I'm just going to show you how to put on the first piece because the second one is like the same except it's just going right underneath. You sew on the top through the top first and then inside at this point because it'll be on the inside of the mouth. But you still go just into the stitches on the bottom one. And I do make sure to sew the edges of the beak or bills together. So like right where I'm putting the needle right now, if you need to, make sure you do the same thing once you get the second one on. Sometimes I sew them together a little bit so it blends. Alright, so that's on there. I'm just going to go through twice on the inside. Awesome. So just make sure also that the other piece of the bill is facing the right way. You're gonna you're gonna hide the little piece of thread in on the back of it. Make sure the back where that piece of thread is facing to the inside of the mouth. So again, you're gonna stick it right there and just do the exact same thing. Awesome, guys. Kind of almost done. So we're gonna sew some eyes on. It's a little bit too small for safety eyes. So we're gonna make some. I knotted the end of the thread quite a few times so that it doesn't come through. So make them as big or as small as you want. I'm going to go through 3 times in total per eye. And you're going to just keep going right back through the hole that you are stitches that you already went through. So that's the second time. And now one more before we go over to make this other eyeball. Again, guys, if you need help, please don't be shy. Make sure you ask. I'm available on all platforms, and they are linked at the top of my YouTube channel or on my Facebook page. But you can also ask right on the video that you need help on. And if you do have any requests for me, please reach out. I love making what you guys want to see on my channel as well. And of course, if you do have any pictures, please let me see them. I love displaying them on my page as well on Facebook, so it's a good feeling though seeing that you guys actually made something from my tutorials. Especially when you get those negative Nancys in there saying that they didn't understand it or it's a bad tutorial, but then I see someone who made the exact same one. You just know that they were just being hateful for no reason, so, and just proves that they do work with the right people. Awesome, that's so cute. So now you can just fasten off on the inside of the head. And we just have to put the earring hook on now and then finish the body and head and all that, get it together. Sorry, it went a little bit blurry again. Camera's getting too excited tonight. I guess it really likes my earrings. I just went through twice though with the black on the inside of the stitch, making sure that stays. So cute, haha.